That would be fun.
At the therm. This is the Thumb Geyser Basin. We drove 3 days, 12-hour days, to get here to see this. Plus, we get to bicycle all day long, every day, in paradise. Here we are at the Mud Cauldron. There's a whole bunch of these along here. I can't get any bugbees in it because they've all run off and left me. Traffic is awful through here. Overlooking the Yellowstone Valley. This is between Yellowstone Lake Village and the Grand Canyon. There's much traffic and no shoulders, no grizzlies, just a couple of crows. Yeah, video.
You guys been down there?
This is the Upper Falls.
No, we haven't.
No.
We're going to be out on National Geographic down there filming the fall.
Oh, rats.
Ah, serious.
Yeah, but they can't email it to their friends back home.
Yeah, they cost more too.
Yeah. They have to have a pack mule to get all their equipment down there.
Yeah, they're young. There's about 4 of them, and they're young.
Oh, there's the Yellowstone. We've been looking for the Yellowstone ever since we got here.
Have you been to the other side, the Painters Point?
No. We came from...
Did you know that...
I was taking a video, which is good. Here we are at the north rim of the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. It is pretty darn grand. Down there, I suppose that's the Snake River. And over here we have Tom taking pictures. We finally found the yellow rocks we're looking for. And here it is. People. Again, I'd hate to be here in the peak season. At Inspiration Point, Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. It is muy windy. And the stone is indeed yellow. That's halfway up the climb to Dunraven Pass. It's something called Heart of the Caldera, or some sort of overlook. It's impressive. I may never have been this high, not been in an airplane. Dunraven Pass. The boys coming up after a 5-mile climb. Hey, did it. According to my GPS, this is Dunraven Pass.
That's what you wanted to hear, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't want to hear 10 miles, did you? 2 miles that is? I don't have a clue. Okay.
Oh.
I just said to the top. Said it'd be a lot of fun going.
Here we have the falls. Here we have the falls just before we get to Mammoth Hot Springs. To me, they're the prettiest ones so far. We've gone through some really gorgeous country today. The fact that the climbs were a lot harder than I expected didn't help. At Mammoth Hot Springs, there's the pallet pool. There's the spring with all sorts of noxious gases coming out of it. The staircase. Here we have the Devil's Thumb coming up here shortly, if I can see it. Yeah, there it is. Here goes water coming off the pool. Now we're going into the sunshine. I'll try to avoid the worst of it. There's Wilma taking the picture. We're almost to the top of Mammoth Hot Springs Boardwalk. Looks like we missed the very prettiest part where we hit the White Rocks by maybe an hour or two. Stinks of sulfur up here. Way below. There's our hotel way off in the distance. Mountains all around. Here we are at the top of the mountain, looking down upon these fantastic hot pools here. They're not quite as pretty as they were in the picture, but I think the picture may have been enhanced, or it just may be the time of day or the time of year. There's the motel is way down there. Oh, we lost it.
Look at that picture. Video of all day.
Yeah, I'm videoing now.
Okay.
We're at the Grassy Spring. Walked about 10 miles to get here.
All upstairs.
And climbed about 10,000 feet. Here we are again. This time we walked down from the top, and it's a little later in the day, so now the sun is shining on these white rocks and the steam. Also a lot of people.
It's never very good. Oh, wow. Tom, you look pretty stoic there. Yeah.
Yes, come over here.
Here we are at the Steamboat Geyser. It erupts every 55 years. And it just erupted. So we're going to stay here for another 55 years. Here we are at the Steamboat Geyser.
Yeah, this is the place where you really need to be taking movies. Oh, not me.
Really flammable. Okay. Okay. That last geyser was actually Veterans Geyser, not Steamboat Geyser. Now we're going into another geyser. Oops. Looks like we're approaching Young Faithful here.
Watch behind you. Don't trip anybody.
Vixen Geyser. Here we are at the Minute Geyser. We'll give it about. Give this Minute Geyser about 30 seconds worth of video. Here we are on the entrance to Old Faithful. The guys are behind me. I'm just barely outrunning this storm. I think they stopped to put on their rain jackets. They got.
My fault. I asked them in there to hit the button early because it was getting cold out here.
No, really?
Yeah.
It is getting cold out here.
That's what I told them. It says get cold here, so hit the button. And they did.
Yeah, you never can tell.
He went back to the bike to get his jacket.
I put on all my layers.
I remember the state of West Yellowstone. My son said they had a little trouble today. They stayed there without getting their rain like crazy. It's being better now.
But here we are at Old Faithful, waiting for her to blow. There's Ann chatting with some other cyclists. According to our time, it's supposed to blow at 8:40. plus or minus 10 minutes, so we're out here at 8:30. Having driven 3 days and cycle 4 to get here, we don't want to miss it. But I'm going to turn it off until it shows.
Here it's starting. It's beginning to puff and puff, puff and puff. Oh crap! I ain't going to answer that right now.
Yeah.
Here it is. It's huffing. It's huffing. It's huffing.
There it goes. It's going.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the old faithful. Trying.
I think I can. I think I can.
No, it was less than a week ago. It was a lot higher than that.
Oh, it'll go higher. It's practicing.
I was going to say, I know it was higher.
Yeah, that was exciting. Okay, we're done. Oh.
Yeah.
That was just a practice run. Oh, geez. There we go. Come on.
Yeah, little Sylvester was bigger than this yesterday.
Yep. There it went. Sharon, go out there and kick it.
Okay.
Come on.
Boy, you're not so-
There's 1,000 people here now, so I guess we better go. I think the last time we tried to watch it, we were here 50 years ago, it took its sweet time too.
So it's really Sharon's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finally see all those flags they were talking about last night. The building with the flags on it. Can't see them from the ground level.
I saw them from the back side a lot.
Oh, good.
Didn't see them from the front side at all. Okay. Come on, bigger,
Yeah.
Go up like you did before.
bigger. Another tease. Here we go.
Come on.
Come on, you can do it.
Up higher.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. That's what we saw last night.
oh, yeah. It is pretty impressive.
worth waiting for.
We saw it 48 years ago like that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Did you take a movie?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
You know, still picture doesn't show.
Did you like the movie?
Yeah.
Sure.
We do share all pictures, everybody.
In fact, if I'm in tomorrow, I'll see about collecting all of everybody's stuff and putting them on. Well, let's see.
Where's Facebook?
This is one I don't think I have to tag.
Nope.
Okay, Bruce. We're going to be on our way. We're going to we'll leave our luggage on your porch and we're going to be gone because Ben's very nervous about riding in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I'll see you later.
Okay, be careful.
Bye. Come again, you can stay longer.
Bye.
We should go get coffee.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it all around.
Yeah, why don't we walk around this thing here and see this basin. There's a buffalo right over in there somewhere.
Is there?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm sure I saw it. I was a little worried. I told you how I saw the hump. I saw the hump move.
I see something.
And then finally I saw enough of it to make that out. It was for sure a buffalo.
Okay, which way are you going?
That way.
That was beautiful.
All right. We are at Prismatic. These are just the mud flats where the overflow comes from.
It's the summer time. All that green, yellow,
Here comes the sun.
Another hot thing. Yeah, you gotta go all the way around.
We are at the Firehole Lake off the Firehole Scenic Drive that I'm not sure anybody else took, but we're seeing some pretty fantastic formations. The young hopeful geyser.
We're going back to Jackson Hole.
Lower Mesa Falls.
Grand Tetons.
What? The upper falls?
Oh,
Okay. Is the upper even nice and lower? Where's the upper? Can you get a lot there? Oh, okay. You look up the canyon.
maybe we ought to pedal back up there.
Yeah, they're saying we should go back up and see the upper.
Okay.
That is kind of impressive.
Strap around my hand just in case I should slip.
Exactly.
Wow. This is almost as impressive as the Niagara Falls.
You know, I'm starting to think that might actually be worth the 400-foot climb up.
Yeah, okay. Mesa Falls. Upper Mesa Falls. Oh, damn, I can't change. Alrighty. Here we are, last view of the Grand Tetons. There's the Mount Tetons. And here's Mount Moran coming on with a glacier in front of it. Here we are into the foothills. Nice. Aspen began to turn. And a semi over the road. Sharon checking it out for the last time. Well, next to the last time.
No.
And now I'm going to make you dizzy by coming back around one more time. And there's buffalo and horses out there. Hype would have been. Here we are about to get to Moran at the edge of the Shoshone National Forest. This is where we would have biked had Ozzy Bob had his way.
Yeah, nice shot. 1 minute, it's yours to take. Get it? Right there.
Right there.
A video on the side of the road just north of Shoshone and just downstream from the Boise Reservoir Dam. Passed through some impressive tunnels. There's a little railroad track over there. I also went through a bunch of tunnels on the other side of the road. Just really pretty. One little treat after another on this there's a hike for Ben and Ann.
Way up there.
Yeah.
And track in there. Water.
Yeah.
I got a picture of a big prairie dog in a blue shirt.
Serious. I'm getting videos of them.
Are you? Look at you. Got both hands up there. You just little smiling.
Serious.
Look at baby.
Here we are at Yellowstone Falls. Maybe it's got another. I think it's got another name, but yeah, we're just inside Yellowstone Park. That's the falls. There's Dean being reasonable too, and the more adventurous of us went downstairs. There's Ann and Andrew went down at them. But this is close enough for me. There comes Wilma.